Hello everybody. So today we're going to be talking about CyberChef, one of my favorite Swiss Army knives of dealing with encoding and decoding of text. So CyberChef basically solves all of your encoding and decoding needs, whether it be like base 64 encoding and decoding to like Morse code, Bacon ciphers. You can generate hashes. It's just really great. I'm surprised I haven't seen it much of anywhere else, honestly. So I thought that I would make a video about it because I find it very useful when I'm working on different exercises with cybersecurity stuff, you know, like Pen Tester Lab, for example. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to show you a little bit of what it can do, like the interface and whatnot, and then I'll show you how to download the offline version, where there's a live version hosted from GitHub, and then I can show you the GitHub page in case you wanted to contribute to it. All right, so here we have CyberChef. Over here, we can search for different operations. Like here, I can search base 64. So we can make encode to base 64. Let's see. Hello! And then over here, it has auto bake on, that's on by default. And it encoded it in base 64. To demonstrate the stepping feature where you can step through the recipe, I shall get another type of encoding. ROT13. So what that does is it rotates the alphabet by 13 characters. If you imagine it as a circle, it's a Caesar cipher. Here, so look at that, we can step through. So that's what this looks like with the ROT13 encoding. And then we step through again, and that's what the thing previously turns into when you base 64 encode it. We can even add other things. So for example, let's see here, bacon, the bacon cipher. Let's encode that. So wow, let's step through that. So rotated by 13, bacon cipher, all that. And then base 64 encoded that. So it's pretty simple. Here we can save this recipe, so we can call it the most amazing encoding you'll see today. Let's save that. Let's clear the recipe and we can load that. Very nice. And then over here, we can open a folder as input. We can open a file as input. We can clear the input and output. And then we can actually also open new input tabs, so we can like have different instances of things with the same encoding and decoding schemes. Over here, I mean, you can actually encode and decode at the same time. That's something else that's interesting. So if I wanted to, let's see, search base 64 over here. So from base 64, that completely negates this to base 64 up here, if you really wanted to do that. That's just an option. So we have those nice tabs. We can click out of that one. And then over here, we can save our output to a file. We can copy our raw output to a clipboard. So if there's like any formatting errors, if you like select, copy, and paste, you can just copy it right to your clipboard and paste wherever you need it. Over here, we can replace the input with the output. So it just like runs everything again. It's pretty interesting. So you can like keep running it over and over again to get multiple layers of encoding or decoding. And then we have an undo button, so we can get back from that, switching the input with the output pretty easily. We can maximize the output pane. We can maximize our pane, people. Not that that's a good thing. And then whenever something doesn't run by default, like if you change certain settings, you can just press the bake button again and it'll go through. All right, so that shows you all the features of CyberChef. I'm gonna go over to their GitHub page and show you what they're all about over there. CyberChef, the Cyber Swiss Army knife. CyberChef is a simple, intuitive web app for carrying out all manner of cyber operations within a web browser. These operations include simple encoding like XOR or base64, more complex encryption like AES, DES, and Blowfish, creating binary and hex dumps, compression and decompression of data, calculating hashes and checksums, IPv6 and X.509 parsing, changing character encodings, and much more. The tool is designed to enable both technical and non-technical analysts to manipulate data in complex ways without having to deal with complex tools or algorithms. It was conceived, designed, built, and incrementally improved by an analyst in their 10% innovation time over several years. So I discovered CyberChef a while ago when I was competing in a CTF. I found a challenge and I was just clicking the hints to figure out what to do because I was doing that. It was a basic time. I was in the beginning of finding out about things. Anyway, the hint had I stand CyberChef in the name. And it took me a little bit to find what they meant searching CyberChef online. But that tool is what they meant by I stand CyberChef. So the reason that it was hinting at it is because CyberChef is amazing at encoding and decoding in multiple layers. You don't have to go searching for a random command line tool to do a simple base64 encode, decode. You don't have to pipe things to other commands to, further encode or decode. So it just makes life way easier. Ever since then, I've used it very frequently. I've used it to help me when I'm working on exercises on Pitester Lab, for example, and it's just been invaluable. So over here we can see live demo. A live demo can be found here. So it's hosted on GitHub. You can, just use it if you don't have it locally downloaded. So just normal, it's exactly like my local instance I was showing you, but we can also download CyberChef. I've already downloaded it, so I'll show you the process of getting it up and running. So if we go to here, we have the zip file. We can open that, press extract. We can extract that to this folder, CyberChef demo. Extraction complete successfully, nice. And so if we go into CyberChef demo, we can click on CyberChef version 9.32.1. It'll vary as they update it, but it'll basically look like CyberChef version whatever.html. So you can just double click that and your browser should automatically open it up and you have your very own local instance of CyberChef that you can use all the time without internet. It's very convenient whenever you're on the go. All right, well, I hope that video was helpful for you. At the very least, I hope it was enjoyable to watch. If it was either of those things, if you could leave a comment, give a like, maybe subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.